bloop, bloop, bloop. All right, now we set and now we sturdy. Let's get
Peace,
it, bro.
peace, family. Welcome to Money Heist. Tonight, we're going to be going over some charts, some trading psychology. We got some special guests tuning in. I believe Only Pips. You're a fan. Right now, the fans want you, man. The
Oh,
guests, the people want you. So we're going to have you hop on tonight, bro, if you're down for that. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share some sauce with you guys right now. Before we dive into the actual charts, I do want to just briefly go over, five key points. I think that is just very, very important to just keep in mind when trading. Oops. So let's get it, guys. Let's get it. So the first thing, guys, the first thing that I want to talk about, guys, is boom. All right, we good. Is number one, right? First of all, before we even get into number one, right? Make sure you guys are taking notes. I know the call is recorded, so you will be able to go back and references, but make sure you guys are taking notes. You got the blue pen, you got whatever you need, man. Paper, you got freaking paper towel, napkin, whatever you crayon, do whatever you got. Make sure you're taking notes, guys, because you literally forget 90% of the things that you hear. So make sure you guys are writing this down. And not only when you're taking notes, guys, when you're taking notes, there's like over 30,000 movements in the kinetics of your calligraphy. So that helps you not only, remember things, but also embed it into your subconscious mind. So don't sleep on taking notes, right? At least if you're not going to do it on paper, do it on screenshot, whatever you need to do. But let's get it right. So number one, right, trading isn't about guessing the next big trade, but it's about managing how the market moves affect you. Think of it like learning to surf, right? And not trying to control the waves, right? So a lot of the time, we want to be very control over everything, right? We want to control everything. But a lot of the time, we got to understand that the market is random, right? The market is going to do what it's got to do, right? So, everything, the market is just going to always be random, right? So trading isn't about guessing the next big trade. It's just about managing how the market moves and really just responding according to that. So then number two, your capital is your lifeline, right? Before entering a trade, decide how much you can afford to lose. Never risk a loss that can knock you out of the game. Trading is simply about surviving long enough to become profitable. So number three, every trade is just one of many. Don't obsess over a single win or loss. Right? What matters is consistent strategy application over many trades, leading to an overall outcome over a series of trades. Right? Trading is really just, the name of the game is probabilities. So never become too emotionally attached to just one trade, one loss, right? Just learn to let go of that, learn to learn like the lesson, the insight from that, and then keep it moving. Really, don't get so jaded and stuck on one trade, right? Think of it as, tomorrow, right? The next trade, that's the next inning, right? There's always going to be another trade, guys. So don't let one loss become the end of the world. So then on to the next one. Number four, successful traders have a trading plan and they stick to it, right? It's all about following your plan, not letting emotions control your decisions, which ultimately stems from discipline. And lastly, guys, number five, winning in trading isn't about acing every single trade, but about making consistent, calculated decisions. Risk management is the key to survival and success. Boom. Let's get it. Let's get it. So I'll actually leave this up if you guys want to screenshot that. I'll drop this in the chat for you guys.
Sheesh.
Just some nuggets, some really key things to keep in mind. Some things that's helped me, personally within my journey. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that for y'all.
Kev, where'd you get this list? Was this something like concocted in your mind, or was this something that notes you collected over time, or where did you like really collect this from?
Yeah, so this is a mix of my personal experience and also things that I've learned from studying Mark Douglas. So if you
Wow.
haven't checked out Mark Douglas,
Mhm.
he is, dude, like the grandfather, the godfather of trading psychology. So I recommend, check out all his material, get his books, physical books, get it on Kindle, get it whatever you gotta do, YouTube. He's got trading in the zone. He's got the disciplined trader. One of my favorites, it's kind of slept on, is the complete trader. That's like his newest one, I guess. It's not like new, but it's like the newest one I think he dropped. I think I'm missing one. And then on YouTube he has one called Mind Over Market or Mind Over. You know what is something like that, right?
No, I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
mind over market or mind over matter. But I think it's mind over market.
yeah, something like that. I think it's Mind Over Market. But if you go on YouTube, search up Mark Douglas, man, check this dude out. Soak up all those gems. He's really gonna give you those little tweaks that you need to really get that mindset and psychology right.
Right.
I remember shit, dude. Like I would literally fall asleep to this guy, bro. Not even gonna lie.
Mm.
A lot of people might think that's weird, man. Fall asleep to old dudes. But hey, man, like if that's gonna make me help me make more money, bro, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Um, I ain't gay, but $20, $20. I mean, shit. It's like, nah. That's
Hey
smart.
yo, hold
Uh,
on.
real quick, family, drop the best nugget you guys see out of 1 through 5 here. Because high key, I think like one that really like stuck out to me and something I needed definitely early on in the career was number 5. Meaning winning trades isn't about actively every or acing every trade, right? Like sometimes the winning trade is very much just like following your plan to a T. Break even, very minimal partial, then break even, or just going ahead and really just managing it correctly along the way. Maybe it's a giant ass swing and your emotions are taking the best of you along the way up. But if you just stick to the plan, you'll get a full TP with some partials and everything along the way, right? So let me see what people say. 1, 1, 4, 4, and 5, 1, 4. Let's see. So number 1 being trading isn't about guessing the next big move. That's huge. Everybody wants that 10-1 consistently, but a lot, like Mark Douglas says, it is a series of trades. If you can compound just 2-1s, 3-1s, even 1-1s, right, consistently, shit, after that series of trades at 20 to 25, that really does add up. And number 4, a lot of number 4s, successful traders have a trading plan and they stick to it. Oh Lord, dude, I know that was the hardest one to be, especially when like you have that rule of like, okay, if I lose this amount of money or make this amount of money, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. And you're just like, what, this setup clean, I get some money back, or man, that setup clean, I already made this much. What happens if I can make this much more? It's gonna be one of my best days ever. And then what happens is it never really goes your direction. So yeah, it's hard for it's the hardest for sure. Nah, dead ass. And you know what? That's okay because I mean at the end of the day, right? What separates the professionals from the rookies or the amateurs is the trading plan, right? Sticking to a business, holding yourself to accountability. And I feel like that's what a lot of traders struggle with because at a job it's so easy for your boss or your coworkers to hold you accountable, but in a career where you're now free and you're not used to this kind of freedom, you're not really used to keeping yourself accountable until Margin starts calling and be like, oh, damn, there goes my account. You get that breach email. It's like, oh, shit, I was supposed to keep myself accountable 3 trades and 4 oversized lots ago. So, nah, that's definitely, something you guys could definitely like look at, really reflect upon. And like Kevo said, definitely look at Mark Douglas because, bro, he really does give a lot of nuggets. Either something you need to fix and you're just not fixing it, or some things you're overlooking because you're so focused on A, but you're overlooking B and C that's causing A to begin with. So, nah, Kev, this is for sure. I really appreciate you sharing this because
Sir, yeah, man. And I think I think a really important thing is like once you kind of got a trading plan established, once you have, some confirmations, checklists established, just keep on working on that, right? Keep on refining it and refining and refining it. Don't keep looking for, the next shiny object and, the next, thing that you think will help you. Once you have something solid, you've done, you've collected a data, in a span of 10, 20 trades. Because let me ask you, how many traders here have actually done that? How many traders here have actually gone in journals like their next 10, 20, 30 trades and then really seen if their current trading plan and strategy is giving them an edge in the market? Because I guarantee you a lot of people probably haven't done that. And they always, you hear everyone always say, you can't roll what you don't track, right? You can never connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking backwards and then hoping it'll connect in the future. So I think one thing that I learned it in Your Wish Is Your Command, bro. Kevin KT, bro. KT is a legend. He
Right.
said, this is a quote from Bruce Lee. It was like, I fear not the man who has mastered 10,000 punches, but I fear the man that's mastered one punch 10,000 times. Sheesh.
Yeesh.
So that right there, guys, if you think about it, it's like the master of none, right? Like you can know a bunch of different things, but are you really a master of all of those different things, right? So really just hone in on, your sauce right now and really collect the data, see if that's working for you, and then just keep going, mastering that, put in those 10,000 hours, and eventually, you're growing 1% better every day, right? One more day, you're growing better, 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 better. Dude, eventually you will get to where you're going to be, right? If you're always constantly improving that trading plan, your strategy, everything like that. So,
Fair. And just to
boom,
add, on to that, a lot of people like look over the fact that as you're putting in those 10,000 hours, what you're innately doing as well is you are compounding those healthy habits or those habits, right, that you have been, growing every single day, right? So if you're mastering that one punch, from the 1,000 times to the 2,000 time, now 3,000, 4,000, right? And you're doing it correct from 1,000 to 2,000, you're compounding that habit. So now generally, okay, I need to put this much weight, this much force, right? And now you're doing it. So you go from, what is it, a conscious competence level to an unconscious competent level. And that's the ultimate, right? That's after you not only compounded or reach 10,000 hours, but you have compounded those 10,000 hours, right? And we all know that what would you rather have, $1,000,000 or a penny compounded every day for the rest of your life, right? We're all going to pick that penny compounded because innately it is going to outgrow and outshine the $1,000,000 a lot quicker than we realize. So it really just goes to show. I remember Alex Hormozy said this. He probably grabbed it from someone else because everybody's feeling the same quote. But everybody overestimates what we can do in a year and underestimates what we can do in 5. It's that short-term compounding we overlook, but that general compounding, right? That long-term. Like we're all traders. We all generally love this career, or we acknowledge that this is going to be a career that's going to take us, 1 to 5 years just to like genuinely get the hang of it, starting to see consistent side income to even main income, right? So if we look at it from that standpoint, how much can we generally compound within a 5-year time span rather than just forcing the 1-year growth, So
yeah, I
yeah,
love that, bro. I
we're,
love that. I
we're not.
think that's a really good way to look at just trading in general. Is like at the end of the day, this is a profession. Like I remember when my parents, like when I first started trading, they're like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like, go to school. You know, you're crazy." I'm like, "Yo, this is a profession. Like, I'm going to school. Right? I'm studying every day. I'm learning from mentors. I got teachers. This just isn't the traditional way of making money. But this is a profession at the end of the day. So you want to treat this like $1 million business. Like if tomorrow your job is like, we're gonna pay you $1 million salary, you're gonna bust your ass every single fucking day, right? You're gonna show up no matter what, whether you're sick, whether you don't want to show up, you're gonna show up every day, probably early, right? And do the things that you gotta do every single day. So why, not saying that you don't do this, but like, why would you not treat trading like the same exact way? Once you treat this like a profession, like $1 million, business, it will start paying you like that. And honestly, trading is like the best shit ever. Like once you really make those breakthroughs, you've all seen what this can do to your life, to other people's lives. It's unreal. So, man, let's get it, man. I don't know if you want to add anything else onto that part, bro.
Bro, I mean, high key, it really just goes to show that, you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like one. You treat it like a business, you treat it with a genuine trading plan. You have an objective to meet every single day. You have a quota, you have, just something, an objective to get to, and you reach it and you stop and you compound that. It really will pay you as such, right? A profession, a general way of making money, and it's crazy because, like you said, right? If this paid you $1 million, everybody would treat it crazy, but treat it like, okay, it's $1 million job. I got to go all in. When the reality is, you have my Forex funds, FTMO, top tier, the funded trader, Trader Plus, right? That's just the name of Smart Funded Trader now, right? So that's 6. And we're not realizing, we all say we want to get funded. Okay, we want to hit that 6 figures and then maybe max allocate to 400 and then eventually 2 mil. So, okay, let's say we start max allocating these 6, avenues of making money where you're looking at FTMO, that's 2 mil. My Forex funds, that's 4 mil. Funded trader, that's 6 mil. What else? The Trading Plus, 8 mil. Smart funded trader, or you're looking at 10 mil already. And the crazy part is you don't have to hop from job to job, chasing that extra dollar like you normally do with any kind of other job. You're doing the same repetitive punch for these businesses that are happily paying you, not caring that you have 4 other, businesses that you're punching for as well. Right. So it's generally crazy how you literally in front of you. This is the easiest time, not even to become a millionaire. Like so many, financial gurus have said, this is the easiest time in history to become a multi-millionaire. And yet some of us will still go at it, still doubt ourselves, right? Like, yeah, I really got to think nothing. And we all know this, right? When it comes to the government, when it comes to cover-ups, when it comes to conspiracy theories, right? Nothing happens for just ha-has, right? Everything happens for a reason. So you generally not think you were born at this time period to become this easy of a millionaire to eventual billionaire for nothing? Like, no, everything happens for a reason. So you were placed in the easiest time to become a millionaire and you're questioning yourself because you lost one bad trade that generally was against your trading rule to begin with. So really your trading plan isn't at fault at all. You're just getting antsy, right? You're not doing the internal work. So it all boils down to 1, your belief, cool. Yes. 2, your work system into this, but 3, generally treating it like a business, sticking to that plan and acknowledging the plan and tweaking the plan, not just so much, having a good feeling in the market and let me just hop in, smaller risk, bigger risk because I'm feeling, sticking to that plan because this is the easiest time to touch 10 mil. So like we're always told work, feel me, you wait until you're 40. Bro, if you guys generally treat this like a regular job and wait until 40, you're gonna have over 10 mil and just funded capital, let alone your live capital, let alone the other capital you can now leverage this to into Airbnbs, car rentals, real estate in general, right? Your crypto portfolios, like things like that. Like genuinely, this is the easiest time, but yet we'll question it because or we'll self-doubt or we'll say, I'm too tired. I work 8 hours. Like, bro, you still got 16 left. Sleep. Okay, now you got 8. Now you realize there's really no time to waste because there's $10 million waiting for you on the other side of those 8 hours, compounded for at least 30, 60, 90 days, into a year, into 2 years, into 3 years. Feel me? So sorry, that was a little.
That's crazy too. I feel like most people on this call tonight are in their 20s, early 20s. Maybe some of you guys are not even 20 yet. So it's insane, man, seeing so many young people just pursuing just their ultimate selves, really, because that's what trading is. It's like trading is just a reflection of yourself. The more you improve yourself, your psychology, you control your emotions, the better you become as a trader ultimately. So it's crazy seeing so many young people like us, like right now, just taking like the opportunity, just grabbing it by the shoulders and like, it's fucking go, man. Because I just imagine about the next 5, 10 years, like where everyone is going to be if you guys stick, with trading and stay disciplined and consistent. It's going to be crazy seeing where everyone's going to be in the next 5, 10 years. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, a lot of people are focused on like instant gratification. People are focused on like, yo, like I'm trying to be a millionaire tomorrow,
Right.
but dude, in the span of the next 5, 10 years, at this rate of where we're at, it's gonna be insane, bro. Like I'm gonna be pulling up on my yacht, bro, to like you're like island, bro. Like, yo, where you at, bro? Pulling up,
Yeah,
you know.
nigga, please
So
time you like, y'all in Morocco. Like, nigga, I sent the jet. All right, hurry up, Papa. We're going to Paris for fashion week. I'm like, oh shit, niggas, I'm gonna throw Moscatos everywhere and shit. Like, shit. Where my Gucci's? Where my Louis? Feel me? Like, it's done. And that's the crazy part. Like, it's all genuinely possible. But like, feel me? Are you gonna work for it, or are you just gonna, meh? I lost the trade. This shit kind of not for me. Meh. I blew an account. Like, bro, I blew 50 plus accounts my first year. Like, that's the most discouraging number I've ever heard from
wow.
any. I had every reason to give up. I was fighting legal cases. I had no money. I was borrowing money from so many niggas just to fund $100 account, just to blow it. You know, when someone asks you, yo, how's that trading going? You're like, huh? Blew that shit. So can I have 100 more? Like, that shit is crazy, but feel me, everything for a reason. Me right now sees LMAO. Feel me, it happens. It generally happens. But man, I appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning in, tapping in. Because it's generally a time where we can just come together and really talk about our experiences, learn from each other's experience. Because, like, bro, I mean, on this call alone, me and Kev, the knowledge we have is what, like 9 years overall together. I've been doing this for 3. You've been doing this for like 6+, right?
Nah, it's been like probably I think like 5 now.
Really?
Honestly, trading smart money, it's been I think since 2019. Yeah. So
That's
2019. And I honestly didn't even trade that much. I took like a year off, bro, when like when cryptos went crazy. I didn't really even trade at that point. Um
man. I mean, fuck you
I
making.
just was like, yeah, I'm chilling. I'm gonna just take kind of like this year break. But now yeah, like taking it to the next level. The last couple years for sure, for sure.
Man, that's
Yeah.
what it's about, bro. Man, getting to your bag, feel me? Reaping the benefits of the bag. But it's always that first bag where you're like, oh shit, this is smooth. And then afterward, like, wait, it's not like it's satisfying, it's fulfilling, but it's not that fulfilling. There's new levels. After you touch it with your first million, you start meeting people who make $1 million, not a year, but every other month. And then once you start making $1 million a month, you start meeting people who make millions every deal, every quarter. Like, feel me? It just comes a higher and higher level. So yeah, bro, levels of this shit, like Meek Mill said, dead ass, dead ass. So nah, this is fire, bro. I appreciate you for going in with the
And
psychology.
man, I like, just Salt Bain, right? Like little drip of trade psychology because those go hand in hand, I feel like equally. They always say trading is what, 90%, like mindset, 10% buying, selling, right? So why are we focused so much on just the trading aspect? Don't get me wrong, I love the charts. Like fucking love it. But just wanna. I know there's a lot of things that just gave me those breakthroughs that I know someone out there might not even know. So for them, this first time hearing this, probably like, damn, like that's crazy. Because I remember I was that person too. I was at like getting those crazy breakthroughs. So someone might already heard this a bunch of times. Someone might be new and hearing it for the first time. So I think it's just always valuable just to kind of go over things for someone that never heard it or just honestly repetition as well. So, yeah, man. With that being said, let's get into these charts, bro.
No, let's
What
get it.
we
Let's
got
get it.
cooking up, man? What we got cooking up?
Man, so my boy, my brother, the young little goat, he's in this chat right now. So we can go ahead. We could pass him the sticks first. We can go ahead and get only chat second. Feel me? Then we can go ahead and me and you, we duke it out for third and fourth. If that's cool with you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Man, let's grow. So let me go ahead and introduce the man who's really has gone out his way to prove himself, not so much in the markets, but show that he's a dedicated student to to the game over and over again. I remember me and this kid in Miami. Man, it's funny. Every time I meet a Kev, it's always in like Florida, Miami, feel me, like West Palm area. That's I'm starting to notice a pattern with y'all. Y'all boys like to hang out over there, huh? So I remember we was hanging out, over at his chairman's place, and we was talking up. He's like, "Man, I love the charts, da da da." And so we took some time apart. He was going doing his own thing with his own team. I'm over on the other coast of my team, but he was always, we're always keeping in contact. And this man was just always asking questions. First he was learning trading through another method, which by all means, as long as you get into the bag, it doesn't matter. But then after a while, he really started to see the power and consistent smart money, trading. So then we started talking, and then he was just consistently asking me questions, asking for proximity, put him into the Discord, and this man was just consistently dropping charts, looking for feedback, right? Being a hungry student to the game because he not only had a vision, or not only had sight, but vision as well with this craft. And so it was really just dope because I saw him go from just a kid in Miami to a student that was hungry in my Discord to now being in, a chat that's net worth is like multi-millions, not only in funded but live capital, and he has one of the best trades of the week. So my brother, my boy, yo, if you ready to hop on, sprinkle some sauce, or even just break down a quick little Nash trade for us, bro. Yo, little goat, little Kev, yo, Kevin Ochoa, what's goody, bro? Let's get it.
Pause. Oh shit, what's good, bro? What's good? What's good? What's up, C's? How you doing, bro?
Chilling, bro. You
What's goody?
Doing amazing. What's good? What's good, Kev?
What's
Yo,
poppin'?
bro.
What's poppin', bro?
On this in this chat, bro. I love it. I love it, bro. So everything that you talked about psychology, the top 4 or 5 rules you went through, I could relate to every single one, and I'm still battling challenges every single day. But like out of the 5, I would say number 4 and number 5 are definitely like the most important for sure. Trading plan, I struggled with that for about like 2 years, give or take. But then I realized like, yo, something's got to change. Like if I actually want to make in this business, I gotta treat it like a business. So I
Mm.
guess what I started doing, I saw obviously I started journaling. I started like keeping track of everything I used to do. So percentage wise, make sure all these trades are really good. And now I leveled up my game even more. So I just started printing out papers, kind of making like a checklist every day, keeping it like very business wise on the binder.
That's
So
fire,
that's
bro.
them keeping me very accountable. And
Sheesh.
on top of that, I also teach people how to do it as well. Like I go to like some colleges, some like local people I want to learn. So like that Bible quote says, "This iron sharpens iron." So
Mhm.
there's one that's another. I feel like that's what I've been doing lately, man, and it's been blessing. It's been blessing me.
Word. Man, that's fine. I didn't even know this man is really a what is it? A savage server, a servant savage. That's what it's about, bro. Feel me? Got to learn the sauce from himself and now he's sprinkling it onto others. Man, that's so fire. I didn't even know he was doing that neither. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro, I've been doing it for the past 6 months, give or take. At one point, I had like 6 people I was teaching per week, 2 sessions a week. It was real nice, real
Yeah.
nice.
Like in person,
Yeah, in person, through
IRL.
Discords, whatnot, all that stuff.
Let's go, man. Spreading the love, man.
Where?
That's
Making that
that's
impact for sure.
mm-hmm.
Let's go, man. I
so
see
y'all
you're
did talk.
driving right now, bro. You're in the whip right now.
Oh, shit, McDonald's.
I don't know if you
Oh
can
yeah,
hear.
I was at a crib, but I just needed some like space, and I heard you talking about me. Thank you, C's, first of all.
Man, you already know. Kev, if you could break down the Nash trade that you're currently in, with your phone, it might be difficult, but if you could, that'd be fire just so we can, get to the chart because I need to pay rent. So if there's a re-entry, bro, feel me? That'd
Rent
be
is due.
rent is due. Rent is due every week at this point. I need to talk to this nigga for a refinance or something. This shit crazy. Man, his McDonald's Wi-Fi got clapped.
Yeah, he's driving around. If he pulls up to the crib, bro, have him share his trade.
Yeah, we could
But
do that. We could do that.
for now, let's just keep it moving. So, if you
Like,
wanna,
this is the Wi-Fi bed.
It was,
Well,
yeah. But we were saying
yeah, we
because
hear you now.
you're
We
on
hear
the
you.
move right now. Which one call it? If you get to the crib before we end the call, so that we get to the laptop because it's a little difficult sharing your screen, going over charts on your phone. Feel me?
not of course. Damn. Because I'm not even at my crib right now. Damn, my fault.
No, you good, bro. You good. You good. We still appreciate you hopping on. Which one call it? And because giving feedback at the end of the day, people they can hear us talk, but they like to hear it from a student themselves. Someone who's really looking to just be vulnerable about the experience. Talking about how 4 and 5 to you is something you're still struggling with, but you're overcoming. And that's something as traders we need to do is one, acknowledge the struggle, but two, then acknowledge that sometimes that's a part of being a trader is having consistent kind of struggles that we eventually will overcome, or we overcome after a certain period, or just every day, kind of just put it in the back of the mind, so nah, bro,
Right.
it's fire, it's fire, it's good. But we're gonna go ahead and Kev, I appreciate you. Only Pips, if you ready, we're gonna get you on for tonight as well. We're gonna see if you can sprinkle some sauce. Let me do this. Bow, bow, bow,
You
bow, bow.
Pips, man. I'm excited, bro. You've been tuning in consistently.
I swear.
I love the brand. It's so catchy.
That ass. I'm mad as hell. I ain't thinking of that. I feel Caesar got a little selfish. Only Pips is fire for trading.
I need like an Only Pips sticker. I need
I
the
swear.
merch.
That should be hard.
Yo, the people, man. The streets want you.
Only Pips. Only Pips. I hear motherfuckers screaming in the background with the horns, the fat heads, and the voodoo sway a little. That'll be fire. Damn.
Yo,
Oh,
yo,
shit.
yo. Can you hear me?
Yo.
Hey, what's good, bro?
It's
Yo,
good. First, appreciate y'all, for every week.
Oh, you already know.
oh, love, bro.
But and yes, we got merch too. We got the Only Pips merch
Oh.
already. Yeah.
You gonna
But
have to drop us the link, bro.
Where?
oh,
You gotta support the boy.
maybe a Money Heist Only Pips collab.
Ooh,
Oh, that should be hard.
low key.
That'll
That'd
be
be fire.
culture.
That'd be so fire.
No, right. You people in the chat going crazy for that one.
Now we gotta talk definitely, bro. We'll definitely talk.
We're gonna hit you after this.
But pretty much, I only like, I only trade gold.
Oh, say that.
And can I share my screen or?
Here, Kev, stop sharing yours.
Oh yeah, my fault.
Good, bro. Bow, 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 bow. All right, only Pips, you should be able to now.
Uh,
I'm excited because I need to figure out how I wear gold. Don't get me wrong, but like trading it, scurry.
oh man,
Nah,
see me
man.
beautifully this week. Wait, hold on, my
Gold is actually becoming like one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah, I'll share some gold in a
Yeah,
little bit.
that's that trader maturity. That's what that is. It's just kind of, you know how like when you first started off, you was Forex and you were scared of indices, and after like a little bit, you master or you get into indices. Then after a little bit, now it's that trade maturity. Feel me? Now you get into gold, and after that, you trade oil. Then after that, like you go into futures or bonds or feel me? Like it's just levels to it.
Gold is a little toxic,
Gold is
Luis,
very toxic.
Sorry,
Very,
that's
very
but
right.
I like toxic. I like a little toxicity.
Oh right.
I actually once I get to the charts, I'll explain what I mean by that.
oh, I gotta.
That money heist merge. Yo, low key, I've been looking into a lot of stuff for like I gotta connect. I gotta plug that basically the same suppliers as like all your favorite brands, like a Fear of God Essentials, like the Off Whites, like those like nice thick like shirts, hoodies, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm on the side, guys. We're working on some stuff. So I want to bring you guys some quality things. So yeah, just stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
That'd be hard.
I'm gonna join on my desktop. I'm not gonna lie, 'cause my Mac is technical difficulties.
Oh no. Oh
No
no.
worries. No
If
worries.
you
No
want,
I'm at a logistics company, you know.
that sounds good. If you want, while we wait for you to get set up, Kev, you want to go over some things, and then when only Pips is ready, we can go ahead and celeb shot him in. So he only got one chart to go over.
All right, bet. Let's get
That
it.
say that.
All right, I'm gonna go over Gold Ski.
Gold.
Actually, already on it. Bet. So cool. So I always like starting off on higher time frames, right? I'll usually start on the daily or 4 hour. So just from starting off with the daily perspective, let me move this to the left. All right, we're good. So starting off on the daily perspective, guys, we've been talking about this, every week. People just been keeping up with it. So if you've been tuning in every week, you've been in sync with, our analysis and our bias. So, basically once price dipped into this daily order block right here that we're looking at right now, you see this kind of like this stutter candle just in between like these massive movements. This right here is an order block. So it's basically an institutional footprint, right? Where institutions, they sold to then buy up, right? So there's a lot of open orders here, which is just a key level in the market. These end up becoming like magnets for price to come back and play off of. So once we kind of dipped into that, we saw a nice reaction from there. On smaller time frames, we would see nice Wyckoff accumulation schematic. We were already breaking these down, this part right here, on previous calls, but to stay to more just relevant price action, drop down to the 4 hour. So basically coming out of this Wyckoff schematic right here, you see we started creating, higher highs and higher lows. And then basically the last week or so, the last couple of weeks, we were playing within this range, right? So within this low and this high is basically what we're looking to play within, right? So, once we expanded higher, a lot of the times, like after we break a structure and we've expanded, a lot of times what you want to expect is a pullback, right? So, excuse me, ideally, what I like to look for is I like to look for points of interest such as like order blocks and balances within discount prices, right? So if we measure out this whole range, from the low to the high, and then we take this little thing right here, right? Anything underneath the yellow line is considered discounted prices, right? So basically anything within here is, at least the 50% is, a valid retracement. So I like to look for things underneath here in this discounted price range. So what I had noticed was we had this obvious, this massive order block right here, this FU candle. This is this is a 4-hour candle as well. So the higher the time frame, right? Higher time frames are always king. So if you guys want to become swing traders, or let's say you guys, have jobs and things of that nature, and you're not able to like trade every day or look at the charts all the time, focus a little bit more on higher time frames, and that will allow you to, swing these trades and not have to be on the charts all the time. So we took this 4-hour candle we were looking for, and once we actually got to that point, delete this. Once we got into here, is honestly, like, it respected it so many times, right? And this is what I was talking about. Sometimes gold can be toxic because it likes to really test these points of interest multiple times, right? And a lot of the times, like, it will break you at stop you at break even and then go. So that's why I don't really, that's why I like playing off of higher time frame points of interest, especially for gold. Just because of that reason, right? Because I know, like, you gotta give it a little bit of room sometimes. So playing off the 50% of that 4-hour order block, we came and let me delete this other fib I got in here. Sorry, guys. Clean this up a little bit more. So yeah, basically 50% of that whole entire move, you seen price came into that super, super clean. Well, prior to that, this last, tag that it made before going up, notice how it was just building up liquidity, all these equal lows, right? This is the Asian low as well. So price literally came into it, tagged it. So if you had a limit, you're Gucci, like, you were riding that thing. Or if you're watching price live, which this was around, I think, New York session time, you could have had just what's called market executed that and then rode this thing up. So then once we had a nice reaction from there, we started breaking structure. To me, the first clean intraday target was these equal highs right here, right? So if you're an intraday trader, that would have been amazing, right? That alone would have just been pretty solid trade, and just in and out, secure that bag, and then you're riding it. But basically now where we're currently at, price continued to make higher highs, right? We started making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Notice how once we broke this structure here, we had this massive imbalance. So you could have played within here, or you could have played within this 4-hour order block as well. And then, work your entry within there or within this imbalance, and then just kept riding this thing up. Because once it's going, right, once the market is in momentum, like we're seeing now, you can kind of just get these quick moves and then ride these up, to different targets like liquidity, right, internal highs, and then the swing high ultimately, which, I think we will get there this week. So, I think what we can see happen is maybe potentially see some buys from this imbalance to then come and take out this high right here. Just got to be careful because we are kind of higher within this range now. Ideally I like buying, in discounted more and as low as possible, as low of the range as possible. Since we are a little higher, I mean, this could still play out. To me, you got that imbalance. So yeah, so basically I'm thinking we see more upside. I think DXY could see more bearish movement, so that could also confirm more bullishness. Internally, 4-hour, daily, 1-hour is all bullish. 4-hour, 1-hour on the swing is bullish overall. And then the daily is the only one that hasn't flipped to bullish yet. But I'm kind of liking still maintaining this bullish bias personally. What else? What we could see though is, since we are, I think if we go to the 4-hour, we are kind of reacting from this 4-hour FU candle, this order block. that did grab this liquidity right here, we could maybe see a pullback into this area. So let me delete this right here. This trade, by the way, is already floating around like a 1-6. So that's a pretty solid trade setup right there if you played that. But currently, kind of what I'm thinking is like if this gets invalidated, I think we can just basically just come all the way down, take out this liquidity trend line, and come play within this imbalance and order block right here, and then potentially see that thing rip higher. If not, then this thing could just come and take out the lows. But ultimately, that's kind of what my bias is right now on gold. But only pips, my guy. Are you there, bro?
Yes, sir. Now I got it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
I didn't have
I'm gonna just
the share screen enabled.
That happens.
There you go.
But
oh, look at that harmonics. Hey.
So I'm a harmonic trader.
Hey, you got the cells too. You're okay.
So yeah, and that's my first, and I kind of like dove deeper in, and for some reason I'm like I feel like it's just gonna break past 1985 and then come up to like 2000, then come down. But and I also looked at the dollar too, and it kind of like I've been tapping in more lately with like smart money, like especially with y'all and learning Wyckoff. Like that's one thing I need to, tap in more. But I want to see the dollar eventually just come back down and retrace into this nice little this little order block.
Yes, sir.
And I kind of nasty UJ sell too as well.
Oh, where?
Let's see. Hey, yo, Kev, the indicator I was showing you was this one is called, which one was it? It's the SMC HTF one. So if you go to the indicators, look that one up. It's that higher time frame one. So there's a lot. Actually, you can do a lot with this one in particular. But it's by Sonar Lab as well. So I think this one in particular is a premium one. So you do have to pay for it, but they do have free ones as well. So check them out, bro. Sonar Lab's pretty dope tools.
And kind of wanting to see UJ just come down, work its way, follow the dollar, work its way back to this this little point of interest right here, and then just keep going up, which like I've been tapping with seasonality too. And dollar's been bullish in August. So I'm looking for that play. But yeah, gold, 1985, and then sell it down back to that, at least to that what Kev was looking at. Or come up a little bit higher, then come down.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. You're going for more of like the extreme OB too. So those could definitely play out with some crazy RRs for sure.
Yes, sir.
One thing I will say about smaller time frame like points of interest is they do play out for sure. One thing I noticed is that the smaller time frame that you go, the less likely that your entry will get filled, I feel like. So the higher the time frame that your point of interest that you're playing off of, the higher probability it will get filled. So just something to keep in mind for all my people who, especially newer traders. Like if you're newer, focus a little bit more on 4 hour, 1 hour, like 15-minute like order blocks and stuff. But for more advanced people, you can go crazy on the small time frames. So
swear.
Yeah, and that's even like what number one, like on that trading psychology, like guessing and all that. That's one thing that I worked on, especially with harmonics, is like you can easily like kind of force a harmonic, but then like if I don't pay attention to that structure, like what you were saying, then I can get clapped. But now we do the clapping.
Fuck yeah.
But
the more you claps, we clap back, baby.
Hey, yeah, stopped out.
Get the fuck back in, pussy ass bitch. I'm not wearing a t-shirt, but man, Jordan shirt. I was actually wearing that shirt yesterday. My girl was like, bro. I was like, don't worry, it's about trading. She's like, yeah, whatever. Man, brother Leon dropped the chart. Let's see what it's about. Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen. Yo, Kev, can you drop what
Oh yeah, I got you. I'll drop you the link ski.
please participate. All right, boom, 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 boom. Let me see what brother Leon, US oil. All right, this man trying to play with the devil. Entry. Oh, yeah, activated up here. Oh, that's a fucking snipe. Dropped it to the moon. If you still held that pending order, that's a hard ass. Yeah, take it to the liquidity here. Maybe OB over here is gonna react. Could come back up into this imbalance and OB here, continue lower. I don't know. That's why I just gathered from those quick seconds. But this is hard. Even caught out the buy up real quick, probably like a lower time frame. High, low, high retracement, lower, high, mitigating something here, low, hence the wick. Yeah, that's hard. Targeted liquidity here. Man, brother Lee on sniping. This nigga about to be funded in no time if he not. And if he about to get double funded, I'm talking FTMO max allocation, WIMP, MFF max allocation. That's hard, bro. Let's grow. He's a sniper for real. Not for real. Hold up. Let me go ahead. I got some things I was looking at. I was actually looking at NU, so I was kind of conflicted. So real quick, right? Course Daddy Dollar. Only pips pretty much same bias as you. I did want her to drop lower, but I just don't know until where. I do see those OBs on the 4 hour. But daily as well just kind of shows. I feel like we're gonna start taking out lows, but we do have, I believe, unemployment news tomorrow, kind of in this here. So we'll see what it wants to do, but yeah, no, I could delete this. It broke right through. It did distro as well, so we could react in this imbalance and then go back up, plus an order block. High, low, high, mitigation, low, high. This was a distro for sure. Came lower, so we'll see. I do kind of still want to see overall bearish dollar. Yeah, we did react here on the dollar, came lower. Do want to see come reacting here. So maybe we could get a quick impulse higher just to come back lower, like more of a daily, weekly kind of perspective. This one just kind of shows we're selling off. Oh, yeah, a bit of equal lows on the daily as well. Yeah, 578 and 571. So bit of equal lows as well. So honestly, I'm kind of real conflicted with dollar. I might just stay out. EU, I did want her. So looking at like a higher perspective, what y'all saying in the chat? Talking crazy to me. Y'all legends. Thanks, food, please. Let me hold $1. Thank you. Going for 100K next month. Let's grow, brother Leon. This nigga, bro, go for 5 or go for 4. Like, I know the Funded Trader has a challenge where you can go just automatic 400K with one challenge. So, bro, let's go for that. Right. Dollar or EU, I do have a overall bullish bias. Right. Pretty much high, low. Internal work before the high. So I was looking for a lower high to go higher. But we shall see what's happening with that. So we go down to a smaller time frame. The 4 hour, I am interested to see how we react within here, right? Just because I do want us to go lower into this kind of daily 4 hour area, demand area interest. That would be hard, right? Catch it back here before pushing up higher, really to take out the next high. So really just interested to see how what London sets up for us, right? We see this candle go ahead and sweep some internal liquidity before being manipulated lower, large imbalance. So kind of just seeing what price is giving us. And right now, we did react, but it's definitely not enough to just take a shot on right now. Now it's gonna run up. I'm doing TFT as well. Let's grow 500,000 something light. No, dead ass. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go over. GU fucking. I was waiting for a buy down here, and then during news, I saw like, oh, I
Same,
could
bro.
just sell it to buy, and it did not sell to buy. It sold before breaking me even. Right, took it up here. News sold just to mitigate the news candle, and then go back up. So I missed that. Holding my bias.
But G
Oh,
price has actually been so beautiful though, honestly.
you said who?
GU's price action, and
Oh,
then like so clean.
bro, even on higher time frame, that shit was clean as fuck. Just high key, like sometimes I wish I could just like swing off the 4 hour because if I would just had entry here,
That is.
that
Yo,
fucking,
keep like the 1 hour too.
let's see. Ooh, yeah, even here.
Dude,
Can't,
yeah. Right there, that imbalance.
yeah,
Could have caught that bottom right there too once it tapped that 4 hour OB.
I
Oh,
was just
shit, bro.
paying attention to
Sweet.
man, that would have been what like oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that Acume right there. You got it all marked up too. That was clean.
No, I swear. Damn, it's already running at 17-1.
You would have caught that. That happened on like early in the week too. So like could have
Tuesday.
just boom. That's the cool thing about like also like higher time frame stuff is like if you have news like we had this week and
Mhm.
like you catch the bottom or top, whatever, early in the week, dude, like all those news just a lot of the time we'll just keep sending it in the direction that you already had. So like
Where?
keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Where? NU, I did see her higher. Honestly, I just got trapped in some internal liquidity. But if we look zoomed out, right? Pretty much like a where is this? Right, we got a low, a high, internal low, a higher high, higher low. So I think we could keep pushing up into that higher high, especially because we do have a daily OB right here has been mitigated. We tapped into the imbalance and then reacted, came into this daily and then looking higher. So what I am looking for now is to see that price maybe it reacts off of this 4 hour just OB area, right? London comes back into our daily candle. Right. I was looking for a distro here, which we did get for a hot second, and then we didn't. So yeah, pretty much looking for it to come back, react over here, drop back into our daily area before continuing higher. And I did notice down here how we do have still kind of a bit of imbalance on the 1 hour institutional candle with some internal liquidity to be swept. Kind of don't like it the more lower time frame we go though, because it doesn't really show like any yeah, some imbalance here. So we'll see. But I do think NU can come back lower before going higher. Then SPX, man, she running literally just clean ass high lows created. So pretty much just looking for a retracement. But honestly, I think she's gonna run up and sweep like a daily high, even like a week, almost a weekly level, all the way, yeah, to the left. Right. So by sweep this institutional candle area, I don't need that anymore. So next week target really looking to like sweep here, fulfilling this overall imbalance as well. Something like right there. Yeah,
And 30 negated off 1 hour OB. I was looking at a 30-minute one OB.
over here or like where price action is now.
But let me look at your screen quick. On 30.
What 30?
Oh, US 30, my bad.
Uh
Look at the 30 minute.
no, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, you peep that. I would like to see like indices give like a deep retracement. We haven't not seen like it
bro,
pull back at all, dude. That thing just keeps saying it does like little accumulation, little like channel accumulation, and then bah, little. It doesn't give you like a nice deep retracement lately. So
yeah, I think she's gonna go higher.
what you peeping on this?
Oh, I see.
You want we get a special guest night, bro?
No, please, by all means. Yeah, definitely like that because we did sweep all this and then continue higher. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. So that would just be a deep retracement. Naz was so clean for buys too. I keep Kev still in that. How are you gonna hesitate when he said 30 minutes shaking my head? I'm going to let that pass. T. SPS took me out today, but break even. Damn. Yeah, that was hard. That was a clean buy, bro. Or that was Naz right here. That was clean. Yeah,
Damn.
all right. Leon be this nigga beyond
Nah.
ready for a challenge. He ready for them payouts. That's hard, bro.
Better see all y'all on those leaderboards, man.
Swear.
Coming for all these prop firms next.
Max allocation to gang. Kaiki, I'm interested to see how Nas. Where's the daily? That's an ugly ass daily.
Yeah, I want to see like
Trades.
indices all drop lower, bro. So it's imbalances.
But look, yo, see, my bad for interjecting. On that chart, go to the 15. All right, so look, go to where that order block is at top. Okay, look, there's an imbalance at like I believe 715 on my chart. So look, it took out buy side liquidity and then you completely dropped. So created an institutional candle and it tapped into an imbalance right afterwards that hadn't been filled. So
Right here?
see where. Oh no, higher. Go by like 710-ish, 715, give or take.
710, 715. Oh, I see. Yeah,
Right here.
Yeah, it's all buy side right there, just to come down lower. So create an institution, and then you got that imbalance that hasn't been tapped. So that's a potential target and could be sales as well.
That's clean.
I'm targeting that, and plus, like you said, it's in the premium discount. It's a premium area, so
Yeah, there's
you guys
hella buy side liquidity that about to get ran.
Lenny. So yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. Yeah, you got trying to liquidity on top of that. So I mean, this got incentive to just go upside for now, and plus dollar correlating to the downside as well. So
where does that correlate with the daily? Because that's also like the middle of the imbalance daily too. So I like definitely get a reaction. Listen, we've been trying to sell though indices for so long. Like I don't know, I was trying to sell like over here once I mitigated this. I was trying to sell like definitely when it came into here. Yeah, when it came into over here, then definitely over here. So like I think I'll get a more reaction than an actual deep retracement. Cause this shit's just been dead ass since October 14th. We just been waiting for a drop. Like, nah, bro. It's been running like over 287. That's almost a year. This shit's been buying. Like, listen.
Bro,
the selling is like short term sells.
Yeah.
You can still catch nice RRs on like some short
do y'all know by any chance who buys Skag is on Instagram?
Yes.
He's been in the NASDAQ since like 11,000. So yeah.
Wow.
Jeez. Yeah. That's next. I won't get to that. That's next level shit.
That's nutty.
That's crazy.
That's why bro.
Swinging is crazy, bro. I remember my boy Michael Weaver, bro. He was in gold buys like the beginning of the year. He was riding those for like a few months. He was up like 30 bands, like Loki. He was up crazy on that.
Really?
Yeah. I wonder what happened with that. I need to ask what happened with that buy.
Like, where you at? Yeah, this is
It's
definitely
like that's cool, like, cause he does a lot of different shit too. He's like acting and all this other stuff. So he's like, yeah, bro, like I don't got time to be on the charts like every day like that. So like what he told me was he uses seasonalities to help him with the swing trades. So like that's some sauce.
Yo, I can't wait for Caesar to be able to do Wyckoff on the daily, bro. He's just gonna wait for trades and just be like, yo,
I don't got patience for that right now because I'd be what
daily, that'd be wild.
What that would be a hard ass snipe.
You were on the 1 hour just now?
Yeah, that was I think that was the one. Yeah, that was the 1 hour right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. How clean that is.
No, swear, right? Once you once you read it, it's like next thing it'll probably Ike, like you said, like a minor retracement, because then we'll come here, come back into something in here. Maybe this will be and then continue higher because at that point
also peep this right here too. We also have this volume imbalance right there too. If you peep the DXY, that's what we reacted off of just like this week was one of those volume imbalances.
That's interesting. I gotta learn more about
Nas likes to take highs as well, so Nas likes to take highs.
Yes, absolutely.
But that dude, I wonder how much that dude's up. If he's in since 11,000.
No, right.
That's fucking ridiculous.
A bag. That's how much he's up. Yeah, we still have this major imbalance here.
20% on Bird.
He is Money Heist, bro. Like what?
Yeah, no, I think overall nuts. High key will probably come into here. Or no, no, that's my drawing. Maybe we'll come into there.
That wouldn't be a bad area to sell off, honestly.
Yeah, sell it off into this institutional because it's probably gonna be a whole candle up, and
Be
this would be
lovely to see like that.
yeah. Oh, you want deep? I was gonna say right into this one.
Maybe not that deep, but
All right, I think like something like right there.
yeah, take out that.
Yeah, bank, bank.
Ping,
So we could definitely catch something.
ping pong action.
Yeah, I hate when I try to ping pong and sometimes I just catch a ping or a pong and not both.
Dude, I swear.
It's like nigga, I caught. Yeah,
Pong.
by that. Wow,
You
wow.
miss the ping, you catch the pong.
Full circle, as everything should be. That's my gold brother here in Texas. We were different. I swear. Swear.
Oh,
All right,
you
cool. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. This also makes sense too. I do like that. So one thing I started doing is like adding like daily objectives to my trading journal, and so like that way it just helps me trade less and like trade more of a if then kind of mindset rather than just like, oh, this looks nice, buy.
Facts. Facts.
So
Wait for that low to be formed. Or
really,
how to be
yeah.
formed.
Wait until like your setup is formed, not so much like, oh shit, wait, this could make sense. Meanwhile, you just start analyzing the markets. That's happened to me. I wake up and I'm just looking, like I'll go on the toilet, look on the phone. First thing I open up a trading view, I'm like, oh shit, AU selling, sell, and then like 5 minutes later, I look and I'm like clapped. And I was like, wait, why did I do that? It happens.
Oh, Steve, what time do you wake up, bro?
It depends. So if there's news like 8:30 tomorrow morning, I'm probably gonna wake up at 7:30, 8. Um, if it's normal day, I'll probably wake up at like 8:39. So not too crazy. But I also do go to bed at
You're
like
on East, right?
yeah, yeah. But I do go to bed at like 3, 4 a.m. too. So I don't get much sleep.
I've been like recently. I've been like trying to go to sleep earlier, like around this time, usually like 12, at least by 1, bro. Take
Mm,
like a nap,
yeah.
wake up around like 2, see if there's anything, around that time during London. And if I
Okay.
don't see anything, just go back to sleep. Wake
Bro, I
up.
G you been playing a lot, like playing good setups for London lately. Like I remember I was looking at a sell. Maybe it was NU.
Yeah, I like London because London usually makes like the move, and then New York usually like kind of like expands off of the move, honestly.
Yeah, I mean
It will
ICT.
raise the Asian session is so key as well, like Asian liquidity.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I mean ICT even said it himself. Usually, like London would create the lower the high of the day, and then it'll respect. So, like, yeah,
Yeah.
low they created here. New York respected it, mitigated, and then continued off. You can see the same thing here. London created, well, technically it ended here, but yeah, the crossover mitigated, created, and then ran off. So liquidated the high, but the low still respected. London low still here during crossover, right? So yeah, no, sometimes you even use the previous day. So like
Hmm.
London low, create a higher low, London low, create a higher low. So yeah. No, it's definitely something I've been studying a lot too is ICT. Shout out, respect when respect is due. Say that. All right, cool. I'm good.
Yeah, we went in.
Oh,
Dude, we went OT.
and W call today. W call for sure.
Drop
Oh,
some W's in the chat. Y'all got some value.
sauce. It's a motherfucker free game. Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, Kev. If you want to say any final words.
Now, man, just keep showing up, guys. Keep showing up for yourselves, man. 20 money 3 big things happening, bro. Appreciate you guys as always. Much love to everyone here. Man, let's continue growing. Let's continue to prosper. My boy over here with the doing the spread.
Feel me?
Which indicator shows the session zones? There is one called trading sessions. Y'all pull it up, you guys.
I mean,
And then
I use
minus,
Sonar Labs, so it's gonna be called Sonar Lab Sessions, and then you can
yeah.
set it up. I set it up to where Just London, New
Yeah,
York.
this one right here. Sonar Lab Sessions.
Mhm.
That one is free, so look that one up.
And then I use the same one again to like show the daily open and weekly open, but you don't have to do all that.
Yeah, Sonar Lab Sessions.
That's fine
They
because
have
like
a bunch of dope stuff. And they're all pretty customizable too. So you guys customize it however you like. If you want to have the Asian pop up, uh, London, New York, you can have it as a box, so it looks like boxes, or you can have them as like the background. So like if you guys, it's kind of like John Phibbs, how he has his
mm-hmm.
high and lows. So if you don't want like too much noise, it'll just do it from like it'll show you the high and the low of the session. So yeah, you can't really see because it's like purple, a little darker, but yeah, feel me. But yeah, man, check it out. All their stuff is dope.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's fire. Yeah, shout out. Great questions, guys.
Yeah, great questions. Great questions.
Thank you, Kings. No, thank you, Queen, for tuning in and tapping in. Gracias. Y'all know gracias to you.
Love.
But family, as you know, it is midnight 26 over here on the East Coast, and we know you have places to see, people to be, or places to be and people to see. I say, no, I'm tired. So, family, it is our pleasure to keep tuning in and tapping in with you guys every single week, rubbing shoulder to shoulders, and really just bringing some kind of sauce, not only us into y'all, but y'all into us. Because brother Leon, that man is sniping oil. Getting me tempted to trade oil as well. So. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and end off this call. We appreciate every single one of y'all for staying tuned in and locked in all the way to the very end. And y'all already know what time it is. Be ready for next week where we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Just, as long as y'all keep showing up, we're going to go ahead and do the same for y'all as well. So as always, family, stay patient, stay disciplined, and the gains will come. Y'all have a good night, everybody. See y'all next week. Peace.